And we're going to leave because I'm going to do it. And I told the girls they have to sleep in the car on the way back because they're going to school the next day. Because they're getting out of school early.
Are they?
They're getting out of school early on Monday to go. Oh, who's ready? Who's ready?
Hello, Michael Melkos.
Do you have your
my man
upside thing to talk about?
I do the same thing every time.
We just need to have an example. They want to know.
Yeah, I do the same thing every time.
Where?
Yeah.
What do you plan to do with all your cash back? How easy? Blah, blah, blah.
Hello, Abe. Hector was on it. Hello, Kara. Yeah, Christy Kincaid Norris. I can understand how you would think that we might have been gypping the listener all week. But here we are. Hello, Rachel Boren, SDL. Hello, ACNC12. Hello, Adrienne. Hello, Edison Al. Hello, Jennifer Montgomery Martinez, Sandra Ross. Hello, Angelique Boone. It means Mike Boone is right behind you. There he is. Hello, Mel. Hello, Shelly. One of our very, very best customers. Hello, El Prana. Shelly has actually been in a pool looking up at me in a flesh-colored Speedo.
Yeah.
We were both drunk.
I'm sure y'all were.
Wasn't a pretty sight. Well, you were there.
I wasn't drunk.
Yeah, right. Hello, Elizabeth Estrada. Not to be confused with Elizabeth Betts and Liz Key. Those are three different people. Don't have a Steve Harvey moment.
You got very good eyesight. I can't see squat.
Hello, Jennifer Shashevsky. Thank you, Mel. We love you.
I can't see you saying you love us, but I'm going to take Alan's word for it that you said that.
Shelly says she has the video to prove it.
I was drunk?
No, that she.
Oh, that you. Yeah.
Looking up at my balls in a flesh-colored Speedo. Yeah, Michael. You were 3 sheets to the wind. Hello, Krista.
I didn't drink as much the last podcast trip as I did this one. The first one, I mean.
Hello, Catherine. We've been accused of gypping the listener.
Well, they have a point.
They have a point. It's not a good point, but it's a point. All right, guys.
Ready? Test 1, 2. You don't have your earbuds in.
I mean, are we going to do a podcast? We're going to sit around here beating our gums all night.
I'm ready.
What is this? This is a Mickey Mouse operation. It's an insult to Mickey. Give me a little something, something.
Test 1, 2. Test.
Your shit.
We're probably going to record the next podcast on Sunday night. Talk about why no need in blowing that now.
Oh, since we podcasted last time, then we got a Cowboys win too. Talk about that. Richard Cranium, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Richard Cranium and Richard Head, please pick up the red courtesy phone.
All right.
It's one of my favorites, actually. Hold on, I need to see something.
What?
Just my dadgummit. Well, there's Elena's titties. I don't want to see that.
A lot of people do.
Yeah. We'll talk about that just a little bit.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. It's a podcast that I, Kellie Rasberry Evans, do with my husband, Alan Evans.
The train in the house.
Who's sitting to my right. And if you were watching this on our YouTube channel, I think it would be to your right. I don't know. I don't know what it looks like on YouTube.
This is an audio format.
Yeah, but when you watch it on YouTube, what side are you on?
I don't know.
You're on my right.
I've never watched it on
I don't know
YouTube.
what side he's on if you're watching it. But anyway, welcome, however you're consuming this podcast. Thank you for joining us.
Wow, digital consumption, huh?
Yes. And I just want to have credit. I want credit.
You want the glory?
I want some glory for being
what?
here.
Why?
I've had a very long day, Alan Evans.
Same.
I think our days are look very different
Well,
First of all,
yeah, but
it started with me oversleeping.
yeah,
for
I thought
work.
you ran out of here at 5:45.
No, I didn't run out of here at 5:45, but I did wake up at 5, and that's about the time I need to leave the house. So I just threw my hair up in this ponytail sort of semi thing that you see that I'm still wearing right now, and a t-shirt, probably one of my least flattering shirts that I own. But it was hanging there. I don't mind that, but and I went to work, and then after work today was just a long day at work. I had a lot to do. I had to record another podcast, a lot of commercials to record, things of that nature. Then I had to go to the dentist because on Sunday, as I'm sitting at a Starbucks killing time waiting to pick up our son Dylan, who's at a birthday party, I go to Starbucks, and I hadn't eaten anything all day. This was probably about 2:00 in the afternoon, maybe 3.
Little egg bites?
2-ish. At Starbucks, my favorite thing to get is this spinach wrap thing. It's got like a little egg in it, a little spinach, and it's in some sort of tortilla that's not flour. I don't know what it is, but it's got a little sour taste to it, and I don't know what it is, but I like it.
It's got good flavor.
I like it. And I also got a venti iced coffee, Alan.
Okay.
I'm enjoying iced coffees.
Let me guess. $12.
No, the iced coffee was a little over $4.
No, for everything.
Oh, I don't know. But the iced coffee I know is a little over $4. I get it with 2 Splendas and oat milk because part-time Justin told me oat milk is creamy.
Oat milk?
Oat.
What is oat milk?
Well, I guess it's like almond milk, but it's with oats. I don't know.
I get almond milk.
But it's non-dairy. So, the less dairy I think we consume, probably the better. So as I'm sitting there reading a book that Tyra Banks wrote with her mother, I'll get to why later. I'm biting into my very soft sandwich, my very soft wrap. And suddenly I crunch down on something.
Did you hate that?
And I'm like, oh my gosh, did they leave a really hard eggshell in here?
No.
And I'm kind of like, I bite again. I'm like, because, usually if it's an eggshell, it'll kind of crumble and you can kind of maybe just go ahead and, because by then it disintegrates and it's too much trouble to pick out little pieces. But it wasn't. So I managed to spit it out, and I realized that my tooth broke. My very last top right tooth.
Yes. You sent me a picture.
Kind of a shard of it just came off.
Sharded off.
Now it didn't hurt.
Not sharted off, sharded off.
It didn't hurt. And because come to find out when I go to the dentist today, because I'm nervous, I'm like being very careful. This happened Sunday. That it was a tooth that I had a crown on since 2005.
What tooth would this be? Give us
very top right.
Top right, like
in the very back.
Molar?
It's one of my molars in the very back.
And you've had a crown on this thing since 2005?
Since 2005.
Why did you have a crown on it before? Did you have cavities?
Well, I grind my teeth very badly, and my teeth crack.
So that's why they put a crown on it?
I would imagine that's why this is for. I grind my teeth very badly, and I chew. I talked to who was I talking to today about it? I don't remember, but I get where I crave chewing things, like crunchy things, like ice, or I can't eat a mint without chewing it.
Ice is a crystal.
Or almonds.
You shouldn't crunch ice.
I need to, there's something about, I just need to chew.
It's like chewing crunchy. Rocks.
Right. So it was probably a combination of grinding, chewing wintergreen mints, ice, whatever. My tooth finally just gave out. So I had to go in today and get what's left of my crown taken off and a temporary crown put in there. And it was a lot of manipulation on my gums as well as my lips, because getting back there in the very back of your mouth, they have to stretch your mouth wider than it's meant to stretch. And fortunately, I don't have to stretch my mouth wide very often. But today it was stretched so wide that she kind of split the corner of my lip.
Ailment?
So now I'm going to have, it's going to turn into a canker sore or some kind of thing, because I have now a slice in the corner of my mouth.
Okay, hold on. We've got to unpack all this.
I've unpacked it all. That's all there is to it.
The sharded molar, that's an ailment you have that we didn't know you had.
Well, it just happened Sunday.
I know, but you've had a crown, so you've had a bum tooth since 2005.
It's not a bum. It was fixed. A lot of people have crowns. You don't have any crowns because you never have cavities.
Never had a cavity.
And you don't grind your teeth.
Never had a crown.
I do. I think I have like 3 crowns.
Never had a filling.
I have another crown they say I need to get replaced too.
You know why? I don't. Well, I take care of my grill. I'm not saying you don't, but I really take care of my grill because I hate the dentist. I don't want to go to the dentist.
I don't mind.
I don't want the dentist drilling in my teeth. I don't want the dentist putting crowns in my mouth. I don't want the dentist messing with my mouth.
I don't have a dentist.
I just want him to pick at my teeth every 6 months and I'm out.
I don't have a dentist phobia.
But I have a phobia of getting work done to my mouth.
I will tell you the last time I got a root canal.
Yeah, a root canal. Because who wants to go in and get a root canal?
Well, I had to do that, and they don't do that service at my dentist. They send you. Did I talk about this on the podcast? I can't remember where I tell things. But they sent me to a specialist. And it was a lovely lady. I'm sure she is a fine root canal specialist. But as she is, it's on my upper tooth. And as she's working on me, and they squirt water up into the hole, they squirt water and suck it out, I could feel the water shooting up into my sinus cavity. And I'm like, you're feeling the water like go up in your sinuses. So it's like you can feel it splashing behind your eyeballs. I'm not joking. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I told the woman, I was like, I can feel that. I'm supposed to be numb and everything. I said, I can feel water shooting up in there. Oh, you shouldn't feel that. Well, I
what
do.
Was that? Who was that?
The woman, the doctor, the dentist, whatever she is. And I was like, okay, well, that's weird. I didn't like that feeling. The next day, I'm at the grocery store. I remember it was the Tom Thumb grocery store. And I bent over. There were people in the parking lot, and I bent over to like open my trunk to put in groceries. And when I bent over, water started pouring out of my nose.
Ew.
Fluid that had been trapped in my sinus cavities from the root canal.
Clear?
It was kind of clear, but kind of, I had a little tint to it.
Cloudy?
I proceeded to, when I would bend over for the next week or so, water would come involuntarily pouring out of my nose because she shot water up in there. And then I guess plugged the hole. The water had nowhere to go except out my nose.
So wait a second.
Weirdest sensation ever. And I was terrified to bend over in front of
Kellie
anybody.
Rasberry Evans, let me paint a visual picture. You're standing in the Tom Thumb parking lot, hunched in the back of your, what car was this?
I just bent over.
Your Ford Fusion or whatever.
This is before you and I were married.
And then a semi-clear fluid is pouring out of your nose.
Pours out of my nose and splashes. I grabbed my nose as quick as I could because I didn't know what it was. And there's people walking by.
But I discreetly removed my undergarments in the privacy of a bathroom. And that's a big deal.
Well, yeah, it is because you pooped your pants. I bent over through no fault of my own. Water was trapped in my sinuses.
It's kind of a clapback, but
it's not a clapback. But how are you trying to? You're trying to say
kind of a clapback.
You're saying I'm disgusting.
I didn't say you were disgusting. I didn't say that word. You're misrepresenting what I said.
What were you? Okay, what were you trying to present?
I was trying to present
that I'm grosser than you.
You had a semi-clear fluid coming out of your nose in the Tom Thumb parking lot.
Right, it's water.
I discreetly removed my undergarments with a blade in the privacy of a sit-down stall, and I'm the gross one.
Yeah. I don't think that there's any argument.
There's no debate in that?
What's there to debate?
I don't know.
It's not like I was shooting water out of my nose for fun.
Well, I wasn't shooting stuff out of my butt for fun either, but I had to do what I had to do.
Back to my original point. Yes. I just want a little credit for being here with my sore gum and ripped mouth.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, there's credit. Thank you. Credit where credit's due.
Thank you very much.
Now, what was the excuse for missing the last podcast?
You didn't want to
amen.
Sponsor.
Amen. Yeah, well, we're a little light on sponsors this month.
That was sponsored. I was like, it's all right. Every once in a while.
It's kind of the slow season. Amen.
Well, honestly, we have a lot going on right now. And I know that's an excuse. It is an excuse. It could be a reason or an excuse. It's just an excuse. Cole's baseball, football games are always, what are you doing?
Nothing.
They're always from 6 to 8 p.m. And
I just got back from
Kelly's driving lessons are from 6 to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday nights. There's just a lot going on right now during our nights. We could do it in the middle of the afternoon, but you're not usually home in the afternoon.
The poor Sharks, my son's baseball team, they have just found a way to lose the last 2 weeks in the most heartbreaking of manners.
Yeah.
It's like a slow death watching that team sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were up 5-2. Then the other team went up 7-5. And Cole's team came back and took the lead. Then the other team got the last at bat.
Sounds very dramatic.
Oh, it was back and forth. Then we took the lead. The last team got the opposing team got the last at bat. They scored, I don't know, like 5 runs in the last inning to win the game. And we had 2 outs. There were like 5 batters we had 2 outs on and just could not get them out.
It's a tough loss.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
I
that's
bet
where
they handled it really well.
Oh, they were just looking for the snacks.
These are what grade are they? 8th grade?
Yeah. I don't think they love losing.
Oh, they love it, but it's like, they get over it pretty quick.
Yeah, they do. They do get over it pretty quick.
I don't know. I'm not as gracious of a loser, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's where I just got back from.
I just got back from Emma Kellie. Actually, I told her tonight because she wasn't thrilled when I signed her up for driving classes, but I did driving lessons.
Oh, that's when she had the meltdown.
But you were there for that.
I was there for the meltdown.
Alan, she has been so good since that moment.
Model citizen.
Seriously. And I even told her tonight, I said, I know you don't love doing this, but I appreciate that you have had such a good attitude ever since that first night. And tonight, they're in a sit down instruction, but I said, well, what did you do tonight? And she actually, this was the first night when she was like, I kind of really learned some stuff tonight. They were talking about parallel parking and, I guess giving them some tips, even without being behind the wheel in a classroom instruction situation. But now she's got to start signing up for the actual driving lessons as well.
When I was 15, I thought that was called parallel parking.
Yeah, it's not. It's parallel.
Parallel parking. I was like, what is parallel parking? I think I was like in my 20s before I realized, oh, it's parallel parking.
There's a lot of things like words like that we've been mispronouncing our whole lives.
Yeah, I pronounced it.
We find out
parallel. It's like snuffleupagus. Yeah. It's snuffleupagus.
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 No, snuffleupagus. Anyway, another thing to debate. But you know what there is no debating is when you go get gas. I know the prices have come down some, and we are grateful for that little bit of relief, but it still hurts. It's not like it was.
It's still like $3.50 a freaking gallon.
But I'll tell you what, I had to go to the store today, and I was just like, these prices are ridiculous at restaurants. Everything has gone up, and it hurts. It really hurts. But Alan and I discovered the Upside app.
Upside.
Thankfully, we discovered them when they came on as a sponsor of our podcast. It's an incredible app for anybody who buys groceries like me, buys gas like me, and dines out like me. I do all 3 of those things, Alan.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
And with every purchase, if you use the Upside app, you're going to earn cash back. So, Alan, you're a real big fan of Upside app.
You have to buy gas anyway. You might as well use Upside, find the participating gas station.
Right.
In our case, it's a Shell station that's very close. It's over here off Preston. And I go over to the Shell station, fill up, and I'm getting 11 cents back a gallon.
Yeah, you just find out what stores participate around you.
So do the math. 20 gallons in a truck, 11 cents a gallon savings. It adds up. Yeah.
And what can you do with that money?
Well, you can buy more gas. You can get it as a gift card.
Take your wife out to eat more.
That's right.
And use the Upside app and get more. It's
a win-win-win.
Yes. Anyway, to get started, just download the free Upside app. Use our promo code Lovin. You'll get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. Then you just claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. Check in at the business, pay as usual with your credit or debit card, and you get paid. But you say, Kelly, I have rewards on my credit card, or I've got this loyalty program. Well, with Upside, you can earn 3 times more cash back. Upside users are earning more than $1 million every week. That's probably why they have a 4.8 star rating on the App Store.
So download the free Upside app and use promo code LOVIN, LOVIN, to get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. That's $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more using promo code LOVIN, LOVIN.
Because it's a sandwich and some lovin'. All right, so if you did catch that little nugget when I said I was at Starbucks eating my soft sandwich, broke a tooth, and I said I was reading a book.
Yes.
Written by Do you remember who I said?
Oh, Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks and her mother.
Yeah.
It's what's it? Something about how perfect is boring. It's called Perfect is Boring, I believe.
Have you read it?
I'm reading it now.
Is it
I'm in the
good?
process. It's actually, I've learned a lot. I
Oh,
did not
good.
know about
Okay.
Tyra Banks.
Okay.
It talks about how she got her start in modeling and how she went through, because she was just a normal kid, but she went through this tremendous growth spurt. Like,
Yeah, she did.
I remember my brother went through a growth spurt. He would be hurting so bad, sometimes his legs, he would like want to stay in bed. She was talking about how she shot up so quickly and it was so painful that her hip bone would come out of joint, and she had to learn to walk kind of a crooked way. So
Oh,
she
wow.
said, so I was already looking like this skinny alien. She had no fat on her body at all. And she was, in junior high, and how the boys were so cruel to her. And then, she goes on to become a supermodel, and it's just really an interesting book. Why am I reading it, you ask? Just because I thought I wanted to read a Tyra Banks book. Well, I have been asked to moderate a discussion with Tyra Banks.
Dying.
Yeah. And I want to throw up. I'm so nervous about it.
Why?
Alan, you know how I get with public speaking. Every time I'm asked to do a big major
She's
event.
talking. You're just not just. You're moderating.
I'm moderating it.
You facilitate.
So I'm facilitating a discussion in front of a room full of people at a banquet. And
who are these people?
It's called the Chick Lit Luncheon.
Chicklet?
Chick Lit, like chick literature.
Like the gum?
No, I'm telling you, it's like chicks, like women, chicks lit. I don't know why it's called that.
That is not PC.
Well, it is what it is. And I'm not offended, but Alan obviously is.
What about broad?
Broad's just kind of.
It's like 1950s.
Broad. Anyway,
what about hag?
I've got to facilitate this luncheon for Tyra Banks, and I'm nervous about it, like to the point where my jaw starts quivering. I want to throw up. And I tell Alan, every time I agree to do one of these big speaking engagement stuff, I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing it again. But there's this woman named Rhonda Sargent Chambers, and she has Rhonda Sargent Chambers Production.
And she goes by all three names.
She is beautiful.
Yes.
She's a model. She was with the this big modeling agency in Dallas that the name just escaped me. But she has her own production company. Whenever there's a charity fashion show or a charity luncheon, what do they have at charity luncheons? Fashion shows. She's always in charge. And whenever Rhonda asks me something, it's like she has this hold on my soul and my conscience, and I cannot tell the woman no. And I told her the last time, I said, Rhonda, I'm going to tell you no eventually, but I just can't. So now I've got to moderate this thing with Tyra Banks. But I will tell you what, I thought it was this Friday, and I was starting to really panic and get nervous. And then I looked at my calendar, and it's next Friday. So I was like, whew, I got another week, but I don't, but I just want to get it over with at this point as well. I'm dreading it, but I also want to get it over with.
Just don't talk as much as you're talking now.
That's what happens
when you're doing it.
That's what happens.
You want to just be cool.
No, I'm not cool. I'm the worst at interviewing. That's why I don't do it by myself a lot.
You want to let her talk.
I understand that intelligently.
You want to facilitate and ask questions and let her talk.
See, intelligently.
Because they want to hear her talk.
Exactly. I understand that. The words you are saying make sense to me.
And it's okay to have a little silence. You don't have to constantly fill the time with words.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
When you are on the radio, see, I've done radio since I was 19.
Dime.
Dead air, that's not a dime, that's fact. Dead air is bad. And so when there's and Big Al's the same way as me.
My man.
You just talk to be talking, because dead air is deadly.
Who do you think talks more just to talk and fill space? You or Al?
Al. That's true. That's true. Al.
You think so?
Yeah. But with celebrities, the worst example, I have a couple that come to mind, is when I had to interview Reese Witherspoon. It was awful. I talked the entire time.
Was this before or after her incident?
This is way before. She was married to Ryan Phillippe at the time. That's how long ago this was. And it still scarred me. It ruined Big Al and I were flown out to Beverly Hills to watch this movie. It's the one where she was with the guy. They were on a plane, and he was a terrorist, and the plane was going to crash. He's an Irish actor. Anyway, I can't remember his name.
Oh, Colin Farrell?
No.
Well, how many Irish actors
It's not.
are
It wasn't
there?
him. Look up Reese Witherspoon hijack plane movie.
Um,
Anyway,
Daniel Day-Lewis?
I'm from South Carolina. She's from Tennessee, right? But she and Ryan Phillippe got married in Charleston, South Carolina.
Mhm.
I knew Ryan Phillippe, and I think I must have been married to Freddie at the time, who was in martial arts. I knew Ryan Phillippe had been taking martial arts. I sat there the whole time and talked about Charleston, South Carolina, and karate. And she's just looking at me as sweet as she can be and just kind of nodding her head. It was horrible. It was horrible.
I'm embarrassed
But
thinking about this.
I couldn't stop talking. I was so nervous. The other incident that makes me sick to my stomach to think about it is the time I, again, got flown out to, I don't get flown out anymore, y'all, probably for these two reasons. I got flown out to the Four Seasons in Beverly Hills. We got to go watch the movie. I think it's called What Lies Beneath, with Harrison Ford
Mhm.
and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay.
When I got in the room, and by the way, that was a scare. They freaked us out. I don't know if you've seen the movie. I think it was called What Lies Beneath, right?
I don't know. I
He
didn't see
tries
it.
to, spoiler alert, I'm going to spoil something for you right now. He tries to drown her in her own bathtub, right? So he gives her some medication where she's like conscious, but she's paralyzed. And so she's in the bathtub, and he's running the bathtub. He's going to make it look like she committed suicide, but she didn't. She's like awake, but she's about to drown. And the bathtub gets higher and higher, and it's like up to her nose, right? So we got back to the hotel room after the movie screening, and it was like super hot and muggy in our room. And I walked in the bathroom, and they had filled the bathtub up to the brim with piping hot water. And it was really cool. It like freaked everybody out. It was a great movie.
That is freaky.
Yeah, it's a great movie, and I'm sorry I ruined it if you haven't seen it. But then we got to interview Harrison Ford, by the way, one of the most intimidating people I'd ever met. So intimidating. I remember he had a big diamond earring in his ear, big diamond stud. And I just like, he doesn't suffer fools. You know what I mean? It's like you could tell he really didn't want to be there.
And he sensed a fool.
He sensed a fool. And I just kind of didn't really ask him a lot. I just tried to hurry it up and get it over with.
Oh, no.
But then Michelle Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer.
Truly, if you think she's beautiful in the movies, you're just looking at her and it's like she's an angel.
Yeah?
And I have loved Michelle Pfeiffer since Grease 2.
Never seen it.
Alan.
Haven't seen Grease 1 either.
That's unfortunate.
Is there a Grease 3?
I sat there, not that I'm aware of. I sat there and proceeded to just tell Michelle Pfeiffer how beautiful she is for about 10 minutes. It was horrible. I'm the worst.
So this doesn't bode well for you.
It doesn't.
When you interview or you facilitate Tyra Banks.
The only thing that I have in my favor is they had to submit questions for Tyra or people to approve. You know, a lot of times they don't want to talk about scandals.
So you're just going to be reading questions.
But I have to facilitate the conversation. So you ask the question, but you also have to. I can't just sit there and say,
"Oh, you'll be able to do this."
Where were you born?
Oh, you'll be able to do this.
When did you get into modeling? And then I have to follow through.
You got this. You got this.
And then this is going to last for like 30 minutes or something. And then there's a few questions.
Go so fast.
And there's a few questions we take from the audience. So anyway, that's why I was reading that book.
That's going to go really fast.
Y'all pray for me because I'm dreading it.
You're going to,
and yet I want it to be in the past.
You're going to do fine. But if you think you're talking too much, you're probably talking way too much.
Yeah.
If you think you're not talking enough, you're probably still talking too much.
That's not very nice.
No, I'm just saying that's probably true though.
Of people in general, or are you talking about me?
You, when you're in an interviewing situation.
How about other people?
Other people?
When they're interviewing and they think they're talking too much. They're probably not.
They're probably not.
Just me.
Just you.
Thanks for the
No, I just said you're going to do great. I'm just joking. You're going to do great.
I don't know about that.
Just
but I'll tell you this.
Just be like Fonzie. Be cool.
I'll tell you this.
Facilitate.
If I bomb, looking on the bright side, Rhonda Sargent Chambers will never ask me to do this again. There's the bright side.
Well, I don't even know how you got this one because
She just asked me.
Because usually you funnel some of these
I
through
know,
through the Boda guy.
Because it's Rhonda. Because it's Rhonda. I had to say yes.
Okay.
She knows that.
Okay.
Anyway, so there's that.
Well, I think you're going to do fine. You'll do great.
Thank you. I have another week to stress about it.
Well, just you're getting all psyched up over nothing, man.
And listen, by the time we come back for the next podcast, this isn't going to be a super, super long one, but we're having a swap party.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to talk a little bit about that on the next podcast. I try to do them twice a year, usually when the weather changes, but I don't think the weather's ever going to change in Texas this year. It's middle of September. It's almost 100 degrees.
Are we talking about the weather on the podcast?
It's just the truth. I'm just saying that's when I usually try to schedule the swap parties, is when you're changing out your closet.
Right. And usually it's a torrential downpour when you do them too.
No,
have you noticed that? There was one, I remember.
There was one.
Oh my goodness.
There was one where it was, but that was like 2 swap parties ago.
I saw a frog in a life jacket that day.
Yeah, that's happened once. No, it's usually a torrential downpour when we do my birthday.
It was raining so hard. I saw a minnow doing the backstroke.
A minnow.
It was raining so hard that day. I saw a grasshopper throwing a life preserver to a spider.
Spider?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's random.
Yeah, I don't know.
Minnows and spiders.
I don't know. But when Kelly does a swap party, I make myself scarce.
Yep.
So this is actually working out pretty well. I'm going to a class in Jonesboro, Texas this weekend on Saturday. And I'm spending the night down there Friday night because the class is early on Saturday. It's a motorcycle class on how to ride off-road. So I'm going to do that Saturday, and then I'm going to come back Sunday. But you're doing the swap party.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to roll up to Choctaw and watch the Cowboys. Well, no, the Cowboys are on Monday night. I might roll up to Choctaw and just gamble for a little bit and come back Sunday night.
Because the last time you came to a swap party, you accused me of swapping things that I did not do. And yeah, you
were taking my crap and giving it away.
The first swap party, see, when Alan was courting me and he came to the first party, he was so much fun at that first swap party.
How was I fun at the swap party?
The one at Amy's house, remember? And Elena was there and they had the big wigs and everything. You were so cute and so fun.
How was I
cute? Next swap party Alan came to. You were fun because you were courting me. Next swap party, we're married, and he accuses me of trying to get rid of his plates from where was they?
Pottery
Barn plates. And I was like, I did not put those Pottery Barn plates out there. If somebody else brought the same ugly plates, they had the same set, and Alan was accusing me of doing it. So I'm fine with you not being there for the swap party.
Try to give away my vase.
I have never ever tried to swap your vase.
Don't touch my vase.
I've never done that.
I'm
very respectful of your possessions. But do I encourage you to get rid of things? Yes.
Have you seen the pile I've gotten together so far? I've got a huge pile in there.
Yeah, I'm ahead of the swap party. I'm trying to, so I don't panic at the end. I'm trying to do things along.
But I'm not done. I still have some stuff to pull.
Good, because what doesn't get swapped gets donated to charity.
Not giving away any of my Ed Hardy shirts, though, or any of my Harley shirts. Keeping all those. I need every single one of them.
Yeah, you do. You need them all.
I wear them all.
I want you to count them one day just for fun. So anyway, that's what we're working on. So I'll tell you about that and some of the hopefully highlights. We used to give the prize for the worst thing somebody brought to swap, but
didn't somebody get their feelings hurt?
Feelings get too hurt.
Why?
Feelings get so
I don't understand why.
Because I guess you're still stuff that you once loved, and now somebody's calling your baby ugly. You don't want it anymore. But
it's just like a giveaway party.
I know.
Why would you even care?
I know. Maybe I'll give a nice prize for the worst thing somebody brought to swap. That way, at least you get something really cool out of it.
Who else coming to this party?
The usual suspects.
Okay.
The usual. My
Melissa,
girlfriends. Mm-hmm.
ADG.
I think she said she couldn't come.
Really?
I think she's one of 2 people that said no.
Oh, okay. Wow. Just blew you off, huh?
No, I'm sure she has something. She's very involved in her church.
Oh, whoa.
And it's on Sunday afternoon at 2.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think it might be a church conflict.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, babe.
But everybody else is coming.
Good. Well, I'll be off, I don't know, losing money at the slot machine, or I don't know. I might pop in a little bit, see what's going on.
Okay.
Sometimes there's some good guy stuff.
There's going to be a lot of guy stuff. Melissa brought in a bunch of stuff. We got rid of a lot of it with Cole and Dylan. She brought in a bunch of boy stuff, and we kept a lot from Cole and Dylan already.
She brought the best stuff.
Yeah, but the rest of it's still here. For
she
the other
single-handedly is clothing our boys.
Yeah, very grateful for that.
Nice clothes.
Yeah,
too.
she went through all their clothes. I still have to go through my things. I haven't gone through my things yet.
You got a lot to go through.
I know.
You got a lot of stuff.
I know.
What's that boot situation back there?
I like my boots.
You got boxes and boxes and stacks of boots.
Well, it's about to be winter, and I wear boots in the winter.
I think you wear one pair of boots.
That's not true. It's not true.
Are you sure?
It's true. All right. Anyway, so we'll talk swap party. We'll talk, I don't know, other stuff.
Motorcycle class.
Yeah.
I'm going to learn some new skills.
Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot how we're signing off the podcast. Every week we're reading some of the 5-star reviews, and I pulled a couple that I wanted to read, and people are very nice.
Okay.
I'm only reading the 5-star ones, not the mean ones, because we're about positivity. We're trying to turn this ship around.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Katie Lou Shaw. Familiar?
I'm not, but that's okay.
The title of her review is Consciously Coupled. Longtime listener, first-time reviewer. This is some of my best work. Love Kellie and Alan's podcast, mostly how Kellie lightly yells at Alan.
True.
It makes me feel at home and normal. I really feel in tune with them and enjoy listening to their lighthearted, silly antics during my grueling workday. These two were made for each other, and I usually listen to episodes multiple times because they are just enjoyable.
That's a very best customer.
Love the jackassery, you two.
Oh, no. Jackassery, huh?
This one is from Stephanie Ebby.
Okay.
I think that's how you pronounce it. I love Kellie and Alan so much. I look forward to them every Tuesday and Thursday. Well, not this past Tuesday, right? They are my number one podcast. I like to think they are part of my friend group. And one day my husband and I will come to a meet and greet and hear the Hello Hand story.
Hello Hand.
And this bonus one, I said I'll read 2. Maybe sometimes I'll read more than 2. You want me to read more than 2? I've got
sure. How about one more?
Okay, then I'll read this one. Who is Sin Galvin?
She does get mentioned a lot.
This is from I think it's a typo. Podcast Hungry. It must be Podcast Hungry because the S and the D are right there next to each other.
Yeah. Please
have her on the podcast. She's so funny and always on top of every bit. Your Instagram feed is beautiful.
Wow.
I wonder who Podcast Hungry might be.
That's probably Sin Galvin.
That was somebody in the chat room that watches her.
I bet that was Sin Galvin herself.
You think? Well, that's the title. Who is Sin Galvin? But you know what? Misspelled sin. Did she do that just to throw us off? Might have done that.
I think that's Sin throwing out a red herring. That's what I think.
You want me to read one more?
Sure.
Listen every week. This is from Kellie Hodges.
Okay.
First off, some of the reviews are harsh, especially towards Alan. He's doing a bit, people. Lighten up. God. I listen and look forward to 2 times a week podcasts. Again, we let y'all down on that one this week.
Amen.
Is this the most professional podcast? Ha ha ha, no. But is it genuine and a true reflection of their day-to-day? Yes. It's lighthearted with some heavy stuff sprinkled in and honest. It's like listening to 2 friends talk. I enjoy the lists.
People love lists. What?
You make fun of my lists.
No, I don't.
You're like, my lists are too long.
I do lists too.
You say my lists are too long.
Well, you did a list last week.
It was good.
Pretty long.
She loves it.
Okay.
She loves the games okay, let me go back to her. Mm-hmm. I enjoy the lists and games y'all play with each other. We need to play more games. We haven't done that in a while. And hearing about family dynamics. It's all very relatable and fun. I work healthcare. My days are long and weighty. This is a great way to take my mind off the tough stuff. Keep it up and don't listen to the haters. They can put an egg in their shoe and beat it. That's from Kellie Hodges. Okay, I'm done with the 5-star reviews. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, we're going to read because we do get a lot of ugly reviews. We don't want to read
Why are we so... Why I don't understand why we're talking about reviews.
That's why. Because I told you that other podcasts I listen to that I just went blank on, but I already gave them credit for it.
Uh-huh.
They read positive 5-star
Okay.
reviews at the beginning of their podcast. So I'm stealing their idea, but I'm reading them at the end of the podcast.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it helps us to get 5-star reviews. You know how everybody always says, like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Well, if you do that, I might read your review and maybe we'll figure out a way, because I don't know how to do this if people are using aliases and stuff, how to give away a lovely prize eventually.
Yeah.
So what is the problem with me reading 5-star reviews?
No, there's not. It seems like
Why are you poo-pooing?
I'm not poo-pooing it. It seems like we're very self-conscious about the negative reviews. They're all about me. I don't even care. Who cares?
That's why I'm reading the positive ones to get more positive.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because you know what I say to everybody who leaves a bad review?
Put the egg in the shoe.
No, they can kiss my ass.
I thought it was put an egg in your shoe and be.
Well, they can do that too.
That's much nicer.
They can do that too. Yeah.
That's much nicer.
All right, babe.
See,
this was good.
It was supposed to end on a positive note. Alan found a way to ruin that.
I did.
Didn't he? Okay.
But that's okay. We'll be back. When are we going to be back?
Next week. This is the Thursday
That's
podcast.
right. That's right. I'm all messed up because we missed Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm going to go put some ointment on my mouth now.
Ointment.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, we'll add a couple of elements to the list. We hope your tooth gets better.
Thank you.
We hope you have the confidence and the strength to get through the Tyra Banks interview.
Well, we have a couple more podcasts to go before that happens.
You'll be fine. Don't stress yourself out.
Okay.
Don't get yourself all wound up for no reason.
Okay.
And it's all going to be good.
Hope so.
Swap party's going to be good.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
That's going to be good. I'm not going to kill myself at my class, and I'm going to win a bunch of money at Choctaw.
Life insurance policy update?
I think so. And the Dallas and here's how we'll sign up. Your Dallas Cowboys, folks. I saw everybody out there. Yeah, well, we beat Cincinnati. Yeah. Chill out. Everybody just chill out. All right?
Why you got to be negative?
I'm not. Just everybody remain calm. It's a long
Everybody's
season.
Excited.
There's plenty of time to get disappointed by this team. It's going to happen.
That's negative.
It's going to happen.
Just be positive. What if this is the year they turn it around?
It's not.
You don't know that yet.
I do. When it's happened 27 years in a row, it's going to happen a 28th year.
Well, then why don't you just pick another team to root for?
I don't have another team. I live in Texas. I live in the Dallas area.
Do the ones with the team with Patrick Mahomes.
I can't glom onto the Chiefs. I don't live there.
Why not?
I can just,
it's Patrick.
That's not cool. I can't do that.
Well, do the Carolina Panthers because I'm from South Carolina.
I've spent a total of like 3 days in South Carolina. I can't root for the Carolina Panthers. Plus, they're from Charlotte, aren't they?
But still, we kind of claim them in South Carolina because it's Carolina Panthers. So it's a little bit. It's the closest we got.
I don't know. Tech lost, too.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right. We're just rambling now. Well, I love you desperately.
What are you, just talking to be talking?
Yeah, pretty much. I love you desperately.
Love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
Love y'all.
I love them so much. We are going to podcast again next week. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. All right, guys.
You hit the button?
I'll hit the button. That's what I'll do.
You had no intention of hitting that button.
Mm-mm. Yeah, Kara, I think he is. What day were we going to do that? What day were we going to do Oak with Sam?
Never picked a day.
No, we had it sharpied in. Remember?
No.
Everybody was saying it's sharpied in. And I was like,
well, y'all better remind us what day that was because
like,
I don't have it sharpied in.
Hello, Kellie Diplacito. I was like, is it penciled in or is it sharpied in?
When is it?
A sandwich and a cracked tooth. A sandwich and a sharded tooth. Oh, they're saying it was tattooed in the 30th. Well, somebody better tell
the 30th?
Yeah, somebody better tell Sam.
Let me go look at my book. I don't think I have that down.
Sam, I am.
Is Sam already on his way over here?
Sam is here.
Oh, where is he?
I don't know, but he was already griping about the heat. And I said, yeah, man, it's freaking unseasonably hot.
The 30th is next Friday night after my Tyra Banks thing. I want to get drunk after that. But we have the kids.
Well, I don't know. They have a game? I'm sure there's a game or something.
I don't have anything right now as a game. Dylan has soccer on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
But is it Friday night? We picked Friday night?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Well, we have the boys. You gonna take them with us, or are you gonna get your parents to watch them, or what?
I don't know. We'll get it figured out. All right, guys. Do a little upload. Did you get a name?
A sandwich and a cracked tooth?
Yeah.
I usually say and some, but some cracked tooth. A sandwich and some cracked tooth? That sounds wrong.
Oh.
So last time Sin texted me really quickly. She must not be in the room tonight.
Yeah, she's there.
She is. Talked about my cracked tooth.
You talked quite a bit about Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks.
Is the Tyra thing going to be televised?
No.
We got to get with Sam. You know it?
Well, if it's going to be is he in Dallas now?
He's here.
Is he in the chat room?
No, I don't think so.
You can meet him if you want to meet him before the 30th. Y'all can. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, guys, I'm going to do a little upload. You guys have a nice evening.
Bye. Thank y'all.
I did, Sin, but I suggested we do that tonight. Kelly waved me off and said, save it for next time.
Because I don't know what the bit was. He never told me what it was. But I told him
it wouldn't be the first time I've
not
told you what the bid is.
We have to do. Well, you didn't push at all. You
I
didn't say we have to do it.
I've given up.
I said we have to do a podcast Sunday night instead of Monday night, and I'll explain on Sunday night why that is. So I told him, I said, I probably got enough to cover a quick podcast tonight if you want to save it for Sunday. Isn't that what I said?
I don't know.
And then he never said another word.
I gave up.
You didn't give up, Alan. You didn't fight a hair, not even a bit.
See, I'm that easy. I'm that easy to get along with. That easy to get along with. Oh, what's the matter?
You hurt my feelings.
Oh no,
I don't mean to look bad.
How?
I could make Sin think I poo-pooed all of her stuff.
You didn't poo-poo it. You just waved it off.
I just explained what happened. I said, I probably have enough to get us through tonight if you can save it for Sunday.
So you did the I got you. Well, God, you're so good. Do so good. Sin says, leave Kelly alone.
Thank you, Sin. I mean, my mouth is a mess.
Oh, no.
I mean, you can see it's swollen. They manipulated my gum so much. I got a split in the side of my mouth.
All right, guys. I'm going to go in the other room. Amy said, Alan, you're making it worse. Terry said, Alan, you're digging a hole. Krista said, Alan, stop talking. Taylor says, we love you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Go for the doghouse. Sin says, go for the doghouse.
What else did we talk about besides?
Michael said,
y'all have
Team
to
Kelly.
remind me. Thank y'all. Thank
Come
y'all
on.
for having. I'm sure there's somebody in there that'll have Alan's back, but I appreciate
What
it.
am I, chopped liver?
I appreciate it. So what did we talk about? What did I
I
talk
am
about?
human and I need to be loved. Just like everybody else does. Tyra Banks, for the most part, that was like 80% of it.
Is that upsetting to you?
No, I'm just telling you. That was Tyra Banks was 80% of it. 20% of it was your tooth. Right? Thank you, Sin.
How about this? When Kelly's not flapping her sore gums, Alan chimes in with his plans for the weekend.
That's a good one. he just tries to get in a word edgewise any way he can.
Mm-hmm.
Flapping her sore gums. Thank you, Frederick. My man. Friedrich. My man. Swap party. We talked a little bit about the swap party, too. Hello, Kelly Deplacido. You guys are funny. All right. We're going for good this time, or for real. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Do you call it a biannual or semi-annual swap party? If I do it twice a year, that's biannual, right?
But I thought a bifold wallet had one fold. Because it's got two panels and it's like folds.
If it's twice a year, is that biannual? Somebody answer that, please.
I would just say twice a year. Whoa, Michael. I don't know, Sin. I have no idea. All right, guys. See y'all later.